Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we got a lot to talk about, and it's all about Combine. EA just showed a bunch of the Combine cards, and we got some more clearer leaks that Mud showed, so we're going to go over all of everything that we see here. As you can see, Michael Vick is an LTD. Very good stats. There's no flaws in his stats at all. As you know, he has a bunch of chems. I believe Eagles is one. That's probably the biggest chem he has. I'm hoping he's not left-handed, but I don't have a reason for why EA would make him right-handed again. So he's probably gonna be a left-hand QB. He would have to be really, really good, like stack-wise, for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna use him. He does get this motivator chem, which is kind of crazy, but we had that last year. I don't know if there's gonna be a full Combine theme team like last year, but they do get chems like last year. If you guys don't remember, they get like, some get like speed boosts, some get zone +1 zone covers, that kind of stuff. The champs get those boosts specifically, so we don't know what exactly they are, but we do have some idea of what they're gonna be. This is Michael Vick's gonna be a very good card. It's just, in order for me to use a left-hand QB, he has to be really, really good. Now moving on to the other LTD, we have Terry Poe. I kind of wish he wasn't an LTD. He does have 87 speed, 97 excel. No flaws in his stats here. Like I said, if one's really high, that's the only thing that matters with his rush moves. So he's probably going to be helping the defensive line, offensive line, maybe with his chem boost. But he better have 0 AP inside stuff, or he's not that much better than the welcome pack Jalen Carter fully maxed out. Because the fully maxed out Jalen Carter gets inside stuff for 1, and he's 90 plus speed, depending if you have a theme team or not. So Terry Poe, he's going to be good. I'm just hoping he gets inside stuff for 0, which he most likely will. This card's going to be good, but also very expensive, unless the packs are juiced. Now we're moving on to the champs, and it seems like the champs have baked on abilities. This Doug Martin looks very good. No flaws in his stats at all. He has good carrying, very good speed, but I believe he's only a buck and a raider, if I'm not wrong. As you can see, there's Combine here, which actually means, I'm just seeing this now for the first time, means there's going to be a Combine theme team. As you guys know, that's probably going to be the best theme team in the game for a while to come. We do have Team of the Year next week, if you guys didn't know. But Combine's going to be a good theme team for a while. If you guys don't remember last year, the Bo Jacksons just took over the game. Kind of glad they didn't go that route again. The Bo Jacksons were nice, but they did get old very quick, seeing like 6 Bo Jacksons on the field. But this Doug Martin, very good card on a Combine theme team, which is probably what I'm going to be making now. I'm just going to prepare for it. I'm going to sell cards that are going to be replaced. So like, I'm going to buy this Doug Martin. I'm going to buy maybe Terry Poe, because I run dime most of the time, so I don't use 3 defensive linemen. So Poe might not be a buy for me. And Michael Vick might be a buy for me, just because I might try to do an Eagles 20 or something like that in between. But as you can see here, our next champ is Pat Pete. He is a very good corner. He is a zone corner, so he is going to get zone KOs, most likely. He does get Acrobat and Jukebox. I'm just hoping that EA will allow us to turn it off if we don't want these abilities on. They did do something like that they did have baked on abilities for Larry Little for the Super Bowl promo, but the thing is, you weren't able to turn it off, and that just ruins the card. So like, say this costs 3 AP, right? And you get mid zone for 1 or something like that. So 4 AP total, and you just want mid zone. You had to light these up too. So I don't want it to be like that. I want to be able to take these off, not light them up. Or if these are 0, perfectly fine. Acrobat, Jukebox, they're not like OP abilities. Obviously, Acrobat makes you get diving swats and stuff better. But Pat Pete's cards always play good. As you guys know, he's like 6'1", maybe even taller than 6'1", 6'2", in that range. He might be like 6'3", honestly. I don't know. He's definitely over 6'1". 97 speed, 96 excel. Very good card. These cards are just going to be based off guys who had really good Combine performances. Like you see that the name's Pat Pete. He ran a really fast 40. Doug Martin, I'm assuming, balled out at his Combine. Terry Poe was pretty good in his time period, and then we all know Michael Vick went crazy for his combine. And now we have a picture here. We're showing off all the combine players. I'm assuming this reddish card art are the champs here. So as you see, there's Doug Martin here. These are LTDs with Watson, Poe, Michael Vick. I believe these aren't all coming out at once, but if you look at this, if I'm going left to right, I'm trying to it's hard to put names to faces when you don't have the actual jersey on. This looks like Bo Nix. Obviously, that's Brian Urlacher. This is Ramsey, Doug Martin, Pat Pete. One of these guys is Barno. I think this guy's Barno, defensive end. He ran like a 4.3, 4.4 40 at a defensive end, which is something ridiculous. So these guys are all going to be good. There's going to be no flaws in these guys' cards. It's just the ability stacks they get. And for the guys who got baked on abilities, I'm just hoping you could turn them off if you really didn't want them. I'm hoping they do that. And then I believe these cards down here are going to be like the lower tier cards. I don't know what overall they're going to be. The lower tier cards, these are probably going to be like 93s actually. They're probably going to be 93s. And then these are the red arts here are the champs. And then these are the LTDs. I don't know if this is the whole promo, but this is probably going to be most of it because you got to think we are going to get some rookies for the combine that don't show here. And I don't know what overall they're going to be. Hopefully the combine, they can upgrade, because if they get upgraded based off their combine performance like the welcome pack players do, I might be buying all of them, just hoping to get one that booms, one that does super good, and then he shoots up in price, something like that. Well, I'll look into that tomorrow when it actually drops and we find out about all these cards. And another thing to note here, as you can see here what Mutleek said, 95 overall BND, NFL Combine Extreme Challenge player. If you guys don't remember, there was Combine Challenges last year that were super hard. You did get a Darren McFadden for doing them, but it was super hard to do them. I don't know if it's going to be a 95. It might be a 96. That might be a mess up there on his part, but we're going to get a 95, 96 overall player, just like the Darren McFadden last year, who was pretty darn good if you wanted a budget running back, but the challenges were somewhat difficult, so make sure you guys are locked in when you do them. And one last thing I wanted to pull up, as you guys can see here, these are all the cards that are coming out. You can see here Michael Vick, +1 speed, and then he gives +1 speed to everybody, and then I believe +1 speed to all QBs, it says here in Excel. Amari Barno, I believe I'm saying that, is another +1 speed. That can't be, I just don't know if that's right. It might be to their certain position. You see here all. So maybe, I believe when you read over the welcome pack stuff that were leaked, it said about power drill stuff. So maybe you have to put tokens in them to get these things unlocked. So personally, if I'm looking at this, I'd probably want to do John Ross for the +1 speed, +1 excel to all receivers. I'd probably want to do this with Jalen Ramsey. I don't know how easy they're going to be able to get the drill tokens. I would probably want to do this with Jalen Ramsey. If there's one for Pat Pete, I would do that as well, wherever he is. Oh, there's a Byron, but Byron doesn't do nothing with his token. So I'm just looking for somebody that would give +1 speed to those main positions like receiver, corner, maybe your user. That's something you're looking for. So like the Brian Urlacher doesn't give speed. We're just looking for people who give speed, and that's what you could use your tokens on. Right here. So you can see here, Ultimate Champion Isaiah Simmons, +1 speed to all strong safeties. Perfect. I don't know how many strong safeties everybody uses, but if you do put a strong safety at free safety or something, that helps him out a ton. Daniil Hunter, there's Pat Pete. He gets +1 speed. Perfect. +1 speed to all corners as well. So you want to just look for that kind of stuff to use your tokens on. +1 speed in the categories that matter. You +1 speed on a defensive tackle isn't going to be nothing crazy. As you can see, all the combine rookies have the same thing, which hopefully they're just good. Be honest, I just want them to be usable. Get some new fresh faces out there. This combine promo is going to be a big reset. The whole meta is going to change. So if you want to prepare, start selling off cards. If you see names here you really want to use, I would recommend getting rid of some of your players now, preparing for tomorrow, which will be a huge drop. Remember, not all of these names will drop tomorrow. There's a drop coming tomorrow, and I believe a drop on Saturday, and that might do the rest of these for the drop. But Combine looks very, very heat. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.